plastic addicts. Today let's take a look at the K7 Shuttlebay assembly from HDAmodelworx. First part is the Shuttlebay proper, lots of good detail. Then you got the ceiling panel, which has the integrated girders and room for lighting. It comes with a decal set that has doubles, so double doors, double windows, lighted, not lighted, floor, etc. And a mask set for the ceiling lights. In order to use the Shuttlebay, you're going to have to remove the door. Because I was working with a test shot, I didn't have the benefit of instructions, which is the whole purpose of this video, and we're going to discuss how to prevent your Shuttlebay looking a bit messy like my first attempt did. When removing the molded Shuttlebay door, the biggest consideration is what is the total height of the assembled Shuttlebay and how it fits into the two halves of the kit parts relative to each other. So, the door can't be total height. You need to calculate how much sits below the lower lip or where the floor goes. So for visual aid, here's a temporarily constructed Shuttlebay. I've applied glue to the edges just to tack it in place. We're going to drop that into the upper part of the Shuttlebay housing assembly and see how the ceiling lines up with the lip of the door. And that looks like a pretty good fit. You can see how everything fits relative to each other. Now let's put the lower Shuttlebay housing on and make sure that lines up with the floor of the Shuttlebay. And it does. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. So take your time, do small cuts, test fit, repeat until you get the exact right fit, so you have a nice clean edge where the Shuttlebay floor meets the edge of the Shuttlebay housing. Once you're happy with that, you can use a razor saw or a hobby knife to open up and remove the door. Small cuts just to make sure you don't overdo it. Removing the doors is just the first step. There's additional material that needs to come off. Now, I like the barrel sander on my Dremel, but it takes a bit of control, so you definitely want to take your time. I can't really think of an alternative from a manual. And here you can see where I made my initial mistake in measuring. The Shuttlebay floor sticks up above the lower Shuttlebay housing, so be aware of that. Assembly is a snap. Basically just take it off the supports, clean up the areas, and go ahead and put the masks on the ceiling panel before light blocking and painting, which leads you to this. All that is done, so now you can apply the decals, floor panel, drop that in, position it, dry it, micro solids so it sets down nicely. Then start adding your windows, doors, more doors, and at this point you can glue the ceiling panel on before installation. Before the final reveal, let's talk about these little shuttles. This is an amazing print for this small scale. But talking to scale, I believe the K7 is actually 1000 scale based on this comparison to the 1000 scale toss. And once you're done, you should be able to have something similar to this, but better, because you've been allowed to learn from my mistakes during the process of building this. This really sets off this set. It is an amazing accessory.